risk entry. So on that higher height, that was my risk entry, you understand? But then for someone who's trading a different style and they're trading on the reduced risk entry, they will wait for what? They'll wait for confirmation. So you see where you have your horizontal ray on the lower low, that would be my take profit. Yeah, that one would be my take profit. So when price reaches the 90%, it means what? It means I'm done, you understand? So that's how I trade. Like you could see it different way. Maybe in your strategy you will be still in with the cells, but then for me, I would have taken the pattern which is the double top, and with the double top, I would have like taken my profit on the 90% rule. That's how I was taught. You understand? You can continue.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, my question is though, so it's not all about trend lines.
Nah, that's why like you have to see technical traders, because if you were to check my chart, it's not like there's if it's trend line only, then we don't have to have horizontal ray. You understand? But then we have horizontal. That's why I'm calling it what I'm calling it technical analysis. Technical analysis includes a lot of things. Fibonacci is part of technical analysis. Horizontal ray, like there are a lot. I can spend a day naming them. You know, they all fall under one category, which is technical analysis.
Okay, but then so that would have been a risk that you would have taken from the top there.
Yeah, that's the risk entry. Because if you can check, I could say the only confirmation that I had there, it was just the double top, you know. But then one thing you need to understand about the market is anything can happen. But then if you are waiting for the reduced risk entry, then it means you're not make more money than me. Because you see where you had your blue line, where you send your signal, we was on the thing.
Okay.
You understand? So that's
okay, so right now, would you say that we're selling?
Right now, based on the current market price, let me see. But then, like, I would have taken my profit on the 90% rule. Can I see the current market?
Okay, what I'm saying is now, would you have said we were selling?
Like, I don't get you. Okay, check, Marco. Can you at least zoom a little bit? I want to show you something. A little bit. Just zoom a little bit. Zoom in.
Oh.
Okay. Can you analyze that bearish? Can you analyze that bearish pattern? Because if you can check, price just dropped, going down in an impulse move. Then price now, price is giving you a correction. That's a correction there. So with that correction, my prediction on this thing is we might be forming another correction. So I'm not saying we are buying. I think we can still continue selling. Based on what? Based on price even broke that level, broke that pattern there that we had. You understand? Yeah, it's like that. So check that box that you got. How things are interesting. If price managed to break and goes inside that thing, then now I can be looking for buys. But then if it rejects on that level,
why would you be looking for buys?
Like, cause it will be, you know, I trade patterns. If price breaks that certain level, you could see that I'll be forming inverse head and shoulder. Listen to my statement very well. If price breaks that level, you understand? Cause this is just a patience game. You understand? I have to be patient. But then if price rejects on that level, then we're going down. So for now, we just have to wait for price and see what price will do. But then if price rejects that level, then we have the answer.
Okay, makes sense. So for me, price won't go up. Price will come into that 50% imbalance and then push down. You see, you must remember that a lot of the times, institutions will do the very opposite of what you believe the price action is about to do. So everybody's looking for a buy. You understand? Everybody's looking to buy a double bottom. Everybody's looking to buy a double bottom. So what happens is the buyers get involved, and then we liquidate that lot.
Is the other bottom when you say double bottom?
Well, we're going to create it. So we're going to have a bottom, first bottom, second bottom. Or price might even come up like this and then fall, giving you a perfect double bottom. But you see, not all double bottoms, not all double bottoms hold.
Check. Like price is trying to catch people in the wrong side of the market because
always.
if like you're in this situation and you look at the charts like this, you can say, nah, this thing is about to buy because it did this and
Of
did that.
course, 100%.
So when price pushes up, like a lot of people will be thinking, yo, we're about to kill this thing. And then what will happen? Price will decide to drop down. You understand? So they're caught in the wrong side of the market.
Correct. But now, you see, this is where my confirmation comes in for the sell. So if we look over here, right, my confirmation comes in over here. We have unfair price. There's no way they're going to leave this price. Understand? So already I've got confirmation that they're going to come lower. They're not going to go higher. You understand? Because we only had buyers in this market. Price was unfair, right? So it's either price is going to break off a breaker and price goes up, right? Or we have further levels of confirmation that price is going to come even lower. Understand? So I just feel like you said, we've got different ways of trading, and that's why I didn't take anybody else on, because I respect you as a trend line trader, a trader who uses trend lines to do your technical analysis or whatever the case is, and you know what I believe now is that we've got this imbalance over here, and we're probably going to come in at 50%. Most of the time, we all know how the markets work. They like to come in at 50%, then push up. Now, if that is the case, right, could we come into this order block? Because if we come into this order block over here, well, let you all get it, right? Now, we could see something happen. Why? Because at this level, right, at this level, price took out that previous high. You with me? Because we've already mitigated this order.
I'm listening.
If you look at what price did right now here, let's zoom in over here. So let's understand what price did right here. So if you look over here,
Okay, Marco.
you have an order block over there. Yeah.
Okay, can I say?
That order block, hold on. Let me just show you something.
Now, I wanted to.
You can see that order block. Okay.
Like, I wanted us to like look at it's just that in size they're not equal, right? But then if you were to check, I just use the bar pattern. If you can like utilize the bar pattern. So what I did to get there, yeah, from that level going to the lower low of that thing, I just took bar pattern and I put it on that price which was informed. I'll send you my setup after here. So when I took it from that highest height going down, I just put it on the current, then it worked out.
Okay, fair enough. Now look here. Can you see that we had an order block over here that took out that previous high? You look over here. So we have this order block over here. As price went up, it took out that previous structure. So what did they come do? They came to mitigate 50%. This is why we don't have drawdown. Give or take. I showed this today. So as you can see over here, as I zoom in, a second. So over here, right? It was this order block, right? Just go there quickly. So it was this order block. We zoom in nicely over here. So this is how we knew, this is how my confirmation came into my take profit. where I knew something would happen, because at this order block over here, where is it? Right? See that order block over there? It was this order block that took out that previous high. Right? So this order block right over here took out that previous high. That's why if we go back to where price is now, currently at what happened? Once price got here to 50% of that order block,
Hey, Marco, I'm now lost.
bounced off.
Hey, Marco.
Yeah.
I'm now lost, man. Now lost.
Lost?
Yeah.
No, how can you be lost? Look at this, man. Oh my word. Hold on, let me just try. I can't seem to make this chart smaller, because you won't be able to see it. And let me just zoom out so you can see the whole chart. Now, if you look over here, what happened? As soon as price broke out, took out that high, it came from this order block. Price came into 50% of that order block, and price then pushed up, pushing into this imbalance. Still lost.
No, I'm with you.
You understand? So it was this order block, right? It was this order block that they mitigated.
I'm still with you.
This order block.
I'm on Sensei. Sensei. Laptop you're representing us. Yeah, I'm still
This is the order block.
Yeah, I'm still with you, Marco. Sensei. Ben, what's that damn laptop you're representing us?
Okay, can you all see this order block?
What?
Manado, you can see this order block, right?
Yeah, I can.
Right. So if we go through the charts, right, as we scroll to what price is your. Okay, never mind us. Let's just go to a fucking 30 minutes. Fuck it. Well, let's even go to a 1 hour. Boom. Okay. And then let's go reset this chart. Okay, there we go. So now we kind of like have an idea of what price was doing. Right. So nobody would have seen it, right? Nobody would have seen it. So obviously, we came in. See, what people don't understand is we came in and tapped into, when price went up, we tapped into this breaker. Price broke right out, right? Price broke right out, came back into this breaker, and then price pushed back up, right? Price then came into this order block because we took out that previous structure. What happened? Price then mitigated that, and price went up.
Don't check.
Why are you saying I'm confusing you guys? I'm not. Guys, look at this, man. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Here, you can't see an order block. You can't see an order block here, right? Correct? can't see an order block over here. But because, this is what people are not getting, because there's an imbalance between buyers and sellers, something needs to give. There had to be a movement that took place. Nothing's just going to take out structure. Something needs to give. So now, my final point of interest comes in now at this order block. Because it was this order block, right? It was this order block that actually led to the breaking of the structure. But on a 15 minutes time frame, there was an order block within that imbalance that took out that previous structure. And that's why we came back and we then retested it. And price will then bounce off because we have an imbalance over here down to where? My next order block. Is it making sense, Manndo?
It is making sense. Marco,
You understand? So, yeah.
Is the smart money concept not price action? Is it price action?
It's not price. Of course, it's price action.
Because I see Mbongeni says, to be honest, smart money concept is easier than price action. So I don't understand now.
What the fuck? It's price action. No, I don't know what he's saying either. It's price action. It's the, what? No, man. It's price action.
Right.
Huh?
No.
It's price action. But what I'm saying is that we wouldn't have seen this move, you see? Now, what are we looking for? You see, if we were just going to continue to buy to our level of interest, that would be my level of interest. I wouldn't care about the retests and whatever not, because I know that price is not going to come here, not anytime soon. So I'm selling off to my level of interest. And within my level of interest, we have an order block. And probably a few order blocks within this imbalance in price, where price is not fair. There were buyers only. So what do we need? We need sellers to come fill in that imbalance. Hey guys, if you're confused, then it's that time of the night where we must go sleep.
Yeah, nice. I see it.
But can you see it, Manando?
Yeah, I can.
So automatically now, we now have cleared out this imbalance. There was imbalance over here, right? There was an imbalance over here. What happened? Price came out to clear out that imbalance, right? And then obviously on a lower time frame, we're going to have a lot more of imbalance, right? Then from here to here, we had A. We now have an imbalance. So we're looking for price to go up and then come down. Hence, I'm saying price won't take out this high. Price would come clear out this imbalance halfway, right? Come into a situation, as I explained earlier, where we see price reject. But where's my destination? Here. Then from here, I will see what happens. Because it was at this level that we took out, right? It was at this level that we took out that previous high that created the highest high. people are still confused, then I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like trading isn't for some people. Like if you're confused now, then I don't know.
Like as I always say, it's us not trading which complicates things. It's us who teaches forex who complicate the whole thing, because everybody teaches the way they think. Okay, people can understand, and like if it was easy for you, Marco, doesn't mean it's gonna be easy for the next person. It's gonna be easy to the next one to understand. Because
100%.
there are those who are using the SM whatever strategy, but then they yet struggling. You find out that someone is good with this strategy, but then they don't have funds. They understand how it is. So just a balance thing.
So like I said, the very first low the institutions put in, they won't take out. So you can see they didn't liquidate this low. Let's draw it out. Have you realized that, Manando? That they don't liquidate lows. So the institutions got in over here. This is where they got in the very first time.